So, welcome back. Today's day 7 of 30 days blog posts or vlog posts that I'm going to be doing here on YouTube. And today I wanted to acknowledge some of those people that work really tirelessly, really fiercely in order to make the lives of others better. In this particular instance, I'm talking about coaches and mentors. And I'm going to shout out a couple of mentors throughout the course of these 30 days. But I wanted to talk about someone in America and let you know why I'm talking about her and why today. So earlier on today, I was interviewing and being interviewed by a lovely, lovely woman that I've come to know and love in the last sort of 3 years. Yeah, 3.5 years since we met. And the reason we came together was because we met at somebody's event, and this person is Lisa Sasevich. I went along to her event having heard of her from friends, but never having absorbed any of her materials. Spent 3 days in the room with her, and I distinctly remember one evening at the gala, as they call it there, or the gala, as we call it in the UK, saying to her, I'm going to come back and join your mastermind, and I'm going to be up there on your stage talking about the successes that I've had. That was in 2013. In October 2013, I joined her mastermind, and in January 2014, I was on her stage talking about my successes to the closed group mastermind. And then a bit later on in 2014, so 5 months later, in May, I was on her stage speaking to 450 people in her audience and about 200 people who were streaming live in the world, talking again about my successes and having the privilege of introducing her on the stage. So why do I talk about this person? And if you've never heard of Lisa Sasevich, I'll put a link underneath for the next event in America. Why not go ahead to her Speak to Self? She's the most amazing woman. And one of the fortunes that I have with working with some incredible mentors, some incredible coaches, some incredible teachers, is that you get to see who they are to their public and who they are as people. And the thing with Lisa is she is no different in private as she is publicly. She has so many nuggets to share, and I just wanted to share a couple of nuggets that she has shared that have resonated so deeply for me and with me through the years. So her number one motto is showing up matters. You know that sometimes you feel like you can't be bothered, you're too tired, there's going to be too many people there's not going to be enough people there, you're not sure it's your crowd, I don't think that they're the people that would get what I do, I don't like them, they're not my kind, I'm not their kind, and however many excuses we might make up for not going somewhere, showing up matters. And by that, when you attend something, go somewhere, do something, even if you thought you might not, the very fact that you've made it there, the very fact that you do things normally open up experiences. And this was very true of when I first went out to America. A friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go, and I couldn't see a reason why not. And I'm glad I did, because for me, showing up mattered. We had a ball, both of us, when we went out there, but being in the room mattered. It actually created lots of opportunities for me, lots of connections. And to this day, I've still got a lot of professional friends over in America that I keep in contact with on a daily basis. Sometimes I do business with them, sometimes they do business with me. So that was the number one thing that I took into my life, embraced and ran with, and has really paid dividends for me. The second thing you might want to do in your business, and this whole video series is a celebration of me starting my business in 2010 and giving you some insights kind of behind the scenes of what's worked, what hasn't, the blood, sweat, tears, and the good, the bad and the ugly. The second thing that Lisa's really, really known for is being able to absolutely master what she calls high ticket sales. Now, quite often I see people that want to sell to everybody. They want to sell high end and any other end as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is not about one being right and one being wrong. This is about the distinction in knowing that if somebody is looking to buy a higher ticket item, their behaviour is going to be different. In fact, they are likely to behave and be found in different places than somebody else who is maybe just getting started or trying to figure it out. And as a visibility specialist, I see and hear so many people kind of turning over the same pot to look for new people, to revisit existing people, and not realising the distinction. Now, if the high ticket sales is something that you want to do, definitely look around, do your research, ask your friends, have a look at how you can put these packages together. Don't cobble it together. Don't go onto YouTube, search loads of videos and think, oh, okay, after half an hour of watching videos, I've nailed it. Go to someone that knows what they're talking about. And Lisa is certainly just one of these people. And then the third thing was part of her branding, and it's trademarked to her. So don't think, oh, that's a cool name, I'm going to steal it, is the invisible close. And what that really means. Now, Lisa is a ninja saleswoman. And by that, she knows how to hold a really delicate and loving sales conversation, one where you can just speak to somebody. And for anyone that's been on the receiving end of my sales conversations, they'll know that I'm no hard salesperson. I don't twist, coerce, push, force, or any of that. I will simply have a really in-depth conversation with you to make sure that your choice in me is absolutely the best for you, and my choice in you is absolutely the best for me. It needs to be reciprocal. If any parts of those don't work, then don't go there. I've often had conversations with people, and it could be sales conversations, where I very quickly realise that actually we're not the best fit to work together. And what I'll do every time is to be able to recommend somebody else or a different resource so that they have a win-win situation. In fact, I distinctly remember the first time I did this, and it felt so juicy. Many years ago, somebody wanted to work with me. They wanted to emulate what they'd seen me do, and they wanted really strong marketing tips. And at that particular moment in time, back then, I wasn't the right person for them. So I recommended them to somebody else, and I've seen them go on in leaps and bounds, but I've also seen the amount of gratitude and appreciation that they had for me not trying to cobble something together. So an invisible close, using Lisa's term, is a juicy conversation where it feels like a win-win on both sides. You're not trying to coerce, persuade, bend their arm behind their back, and neither are they. Hope that makes sense, and I hope it's something you can take into your business. And this is regardless of what you do, whether you're a bricks and mortar type business, a retail business, a service-based business, a consultant, a one-man band, a global business. I've worked with businesses big and small. I've worked with retail businesses making their sales kind of skyrocket to over 400%, as well as one-man bands where we've just looked one by one at the difference we can make in filling their pipeline. So I hope that you gleaned something from this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.